Hey, what's up, Facebook world? Ricky V here. Happy Friday. It's such a great day today. Just wanted to pop in and say what's up. A lot of people have been, I made a post a while ago about, how to use your calendar and, the way I use my calendar, and people all of a sudden started sending me messages saying, hey, how do you utilize your calendar? How do you, how do you keep track of stuff specifically for network marketing, but really it applies to anything. Hey, what's up, Crystal? What's up, Beth? What's up, Shavon? What's up, Sarah? So, I'm just doing a quick Facebook Live. Again, it's just on calendars. I made a calendar post a while ago, and I got people messaging me asking, hey, how do you utilize your calendar? How do you keep track of your prospects? How do you keep track of the people you talk to and the people that you sponsor and just everything in general? And so what I wanted to do is just put this little thing together and do it, and the calendar is important. Like one of the things on the calendar today for me was to spend some time with my family, and I just got done having a tea party with my little ones. So I think it's always important to write down the things that matter most, right? Obviously our habits really do produce all of our income, all of our results, everything that we achieve in life is through daily habits. Jim Rohn talked about it and all that. So I'm just popping in here to walk you through, like, this isn't anything like, I don't care if you follow this or not. I'm just going to walk you through how I utilize my calendar. So if you find any value in this, just share it, and we'll kick it off. But happy Friday to everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. What's up, Shelly? Thanks for popping in. What's up, Susan? What's up, Freya? We got people from the UK in the house. I love this. So, hey, share this if you see value in it. But, okay, so first and foremost, a big shout out to the Passion Planner family. What's up, Jose from Portugal, or Portugal in French? I utilize a Passion Planner, so find whatever fits you. I think that when you look at a calendar, you have to be excited, so just I find something, but I love the Passion Planner. So if you go to passionplanner.com, you can buy one there. I think it's like $25. I like the bigger one. You can get the smaller one, but this is where the magic happens, right? Like, I heard a long time ago, right? All millionaires have like their next 12 months planned out, right? And most people don't even have anything except for the weekend planned out. But you have to be able to look at your calendar and know exactly where you're going, like not where you're gonna end up, because a lot of the times, a lot of the goals that we put on our calendars, we don't always hit them. And I think that's a beautiful part about a calendar, is that you can open it up every single day and every single night and see, hey, what did I do good and what did I miss? What did I mess up on? And then that way you can reset it the next day. And by the way, that's my family, so big shout out to them as well. So, okay, so I'm gonna walk you through it. First and foremost, as you all know, for me, like, I believe that affirmations are very important. What you do every single day, part of your life, every single day. Like, the things that you say, the things that you think about really do start to manifest over time, because even if it's a lie, if you start to say it over and over and over and over again, eventually it's going to start to, you're going to start to believe it. And everything that you actually start to believe, you will begin to achieve. See, like in network marketing specifically, a lot of people, like, you can have all the strategies in the world, you can have the best product in the world, you can have the best comp plan in the world, and then all of a sudden, like, the mind isn't right, so you don't produce, you don't go out and build a business with the tools that you're given, right? And most people think, oh man, like, maybe my business doesn't work, and then hey, what's up, Donna from Ireland? And then you say, hey, my business doesn't work, but then you say, hey, and then you go on to another business. And then wherever you go, there you are, right? And so what happens is you got another product now, you got another comp plan, but you're still the same you, right? And so until you change you can't change your results regardless of what company you go to. And even if you do have some kind of success, it's always going to fall apart. It's not going to be permanent. It's just going to be temporary. What's up, Robert? What's up, Becca? So for me, I believe that you got to work on you, right? Like, it's like having a garden. If the garden is full of weeds and you're planting seeds on it, they're going to die. And you can go to the store and buy more seeds. You can buy the best seeds, but if it's in a garden full of weeds, it's going to die, unfortunately. And so if you just remove the weeds first, which is all your limiting beliefs, all your subconscious garbage that you've programmed yourself with for so long. Lisa Grossman said that everything in you don't get what you want in life. You get what you picture, because as human beings, we can go through one negative experience maybe just one time, but we replay that movie, those images in our minds over and over and over and over and over and over again thousands of times, and eventually that became our way of believing things, right? And so it's like you got to be able to change that, and until you change that, you can go out and have a different product, different plan, different everything, and you're still going to probably produce the same results. So I think number one is you. And you know, people talk about working on yourself, but really working on yourself comes down to understanding that like you have to love yourself enough and believe in yourself enough to know that you're just like everybody else. Like the $1 million earner, the $50,000 a year earner, whoever it is, you're the same as everybody else. There's no difference. It's just they believed in themselves a little bigger, and they just took more action. But the action doesn't come without that, you know, that state of mind. And so, hey, what's up, you all? Hey, share this if you find value in it, you know. And I appreciate y'all hopping in. You know, people say drop 1s and 2s. Drop whatever the heck you want in the comments. I support whatever. So anyway, so with this passion planner, first thing I got written down, like in the cover photo, is my affirmations, because I just feel like throughout the days you get frustrated. Like no one's positive 24/7, right? We all get hit with discouragement, and so I always like to open up my calendar, and the first thing that I see is my affirmations, my personal affirmations, right? And so you really just got to get into that zone, okay? So I'm going to skip all that now, and we're going to get into like the calendar stuff, right? Because that's where I position everything, and I love the Passion Planner. So again, you can go to passionplanner.com. I have absolutely no incentive if you go to Passion Planner. I get nothing. I just believe that it's the best planner. So go ahead and buy yourself that planner, or maybe you do everything online. I always tell people that I'm like that guy that like I'm an old school network marketer in a young person's body. I can't say that too much longer because I'm getting older as the years go by, but I just believe that I like to write things down. Like I read a statistic today that like people who just talk about things accomplish those things 6% of the time. People that say things and write them down accomplish their things like, I think it's like 18% of the time. The people that, you know, say things and write them down and have an accountability partner accomplish their things 59% of the time. And so I just believe that if you have it written down and you're saying it every single day, and you're finding yourself holding yourself accountable, you're speaking it and you're sharing it with others, eventually, even if the calendar doesn't give you what you want, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, I just know that over time, everybody wins. Like everyone wants they want that magic product or that magic formula. Now, keep in mind with my company, I feel like I do have the magic product, but again, you are that magic product, you yourself, right? You only make that difference. And so you can flip switch your business at any moment that you want if you start to develop the right habits in your business and in your life, inside of business, outside of business, start to align that same person. And by the way, if you find value in this, share it. I appreciate it. What's up, Nicole? What's up, Megan? Thanks for hopping in. And just everyone tuning in. This is cool. I don't do these often, and I should. Okay, so that's number one. So the first thing I write on my calendar, okay, the first thing is I have my personal development section, right? My personal development section consists of waking up every single morning, and there's an audio on YouTube called I Am That I Am, and it's like 40 minutes long. I don't do all 40 minutes. I just listen to it. I close my eyes for about 15 minutes, and I start to visualize my affirmations. I start to visualize all these things happening in my life, right? I begin to really start to see more and more things in detail. And so I close my eyes for about 15 minutes, and then I go over my affirmations and I write them down. It takes me about 30 minutes total. And then I'm set for the day. I'm good for the day. As I start that, I'm good for the day. I notice that my days don't go that good if the very first thing I do is open up my phone and start going through Facebook, start going through the messages, start going through text messages, start listening to voicemails. I tend to not go so good, and you'll be surprised. You'll have funner messages to open up after you've prepared your mind. So my very first thing that on your calendar every single day is just writing the personal development. Now, your personal development can be different, right? Tony Robbins is different. Brian Tracy's is different. Everyone's different, but everyone has that ritual every single morning that just, boom, puts you in that mode, really gets you going. What's up, Amy? What's up, Katie? What's up, Rebecca? What's up, Julie? So that's number one on my calendar. It's just that thing. And then number two is the habits for my business. That's number one. Now, keep in mind, I mess up all the time, right? So like, I'll give you an example. Like, I wrote this week that my whole goal, my habits was going to be 3 things. Number 1, I was going to share with 3 people a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I was going to share with 3 people a day my product or my business, right? And day 1, I only got 2, right? Out of 3. Day 2, I got 3. Day 3, I got 1. Day 4, I got 10. And today, I haven't got to that yet, but I will get to it. I won't end my day without talking to 1 person at least. So, like, but every single day I'm looking back, I'm like, geez, okay, day 1, I didn't hit it, but day 2, boom, I hit it. Day 3, and so at the end of the week, I can go back and plan and strategize for the next week ahead. What's up, Kelsey, Leah? What's up, everyone? So that's my first habit, is understanding how many people do I really realistically want to talk to about my business or my product every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so on. That's the first thing in terms of habits. The second thing in terms of habits is sending a friend request, right? Sending 2 or 3 friend requests a day to meet new people. Just to, I look at Facebook as like kind of like going to a grocery store where you're gonna go and friend people and say, hey, what's up? Like, I don't know, you just start conversations, right? So you don't pitch them a business, but you just get to know people. And I think over time, you start to know people, you start to build a list. I see people get so desperate in business because they can't attract the right leads. You're not attracting leads because your mind is full of weeds. Like, you got to get out of your shell. And people are like, oh man, you send friend requests? Well, yeah, I do. How do you expect for me to make friends on Facebook, right? Like, I'm always reaching out to brand new people. What's up, Veronica? What's up, Amy? So that's the second habit a day. The third habit a day is I like to have 2 or 3 conversations with people. 2 or 3 conversations. How you doing? What's going on? How are the kids? And just really get to know people, because even if it's not for my business, I know that like I can impact someone regardless of business. And then the third thing is simply reply to all my messages, right? Like, that's one thing that I'm not good at, is that like I get so many inboxes and I just forget. Like, well, I don't forget. I'll be very upfront. I just choose not to. But I got to get better at that, right? So that's my struggle. Those are the things that I got to work on to be better, right? And so my first thing in the morning is the personal development habits. The second thing is the business habits. And the third thing is that I have gratitude listed in my calendar every single day, so that throughout, like, I feel like people like say an affirmation in the morning, say an affirmation in the night, and then during the day it's like there was nothing. There was no alignment with where you were going. So always remind yourself, at least in the middle of the day, to close your eyes again and just start giving gratitude for the things that aren't in your life yet. Like, that's like, yeah, sure, when things go hard or when things are easy, that's when it's easier to be grateful for those things. When things are going tough, it's harder, but that's when it really, that's the magic, right? So I always have gratitude. The last thing every single night is spending time with my family. And also planning my next day, planning the next day. Maybe I missed something, maybe I got to reset it. But I also have in my notes there at the end of every day to fall asleep to something positive. Holton Bugs, I had a chance to hang out with him last year, and I said, hey, so do you do personal development in the morning, or do you do it during the day, or what's your routine? And one of the things that he said that was so interesting was he said that when you go to sleep, your subconscious mind is more receptive to things. He's like, so when I go to sleep listening to a positive audio. So I'm personally developing my mind while I'm sleeping for 7 hours. And so I personally develop my mind while I'm sleeping, and I get to work during the day. And so I think it's always important to fall asleep to a good audio, fall asleep to something good, right? And so every single day, I just do that, right? Now, keep in mind, I think this is the part that you guys wanted to get to. But one of the things that I do is this is like my black book. So what that means is that, like, whenever I send a friend request to someone and they accept it and I send a hello message, if they reply back, I will write their name down in this book, right? And so, like, if you take a look here, so these are all people that I've friend requested and I've built relationships with right here, right? So those are all names right there. Okay? And so you think I'll ever run out of people to talk to? Probably not, because I just won't allow myself to. I think it's kind of like people just feel bad for themselves. Now, I understand that, like, sometimes you need to work on yourself, and maybe sometimes there's different strategies, and there's other people out there that can really add value in how to, like, do more attraction marketing on Facebook. That's not my forte, right? But I think, John and Nadia Melton are good at that. I'm not good at that, but I'm good at, you know, just getting to know people and just, hey, what's up, Danielle? What's up, Kelly? And so that's my forte, right? It's like, how do you go out and friend request 10 people and not track it, right? Like, be intentional about every single thing that you do, right? And like, I remember just like always running out of people to talk to. I remember just like thinking in my mind, you know, people wake up in the morning and they're like, oh, today I'm going to talk to 2 people a day. Well, what 2 people? Like, you should know, like, by your calendar, the 5 people that you're going to talk to tomorrow and what you're going to say. Because most people like wake up the next day and they're like, okay, today I'm going to talk to 5 people. Who do I talk to? They have no list written. They get on Facebook, they browse around, they waste time, they accomplish 0. And then finally they find someone to talk to and they're like, so what do I say? Like, they don't even know what to say, right? And so it's like, if you know the 2 people, the 3 people, or the 5 people written on your calendar every single day that you're going to talk to based on who you're friend requesting, and you have this whole list, like I have every single person's name written down by days, like maybe, and every single day, every single week, I just carry those names over, carry those names over, carry those names over, right? If like life is a checkers game, this is your checker board, right? Like, this is it, right? And then what I do is I have another section, like I have another section here for the people that I expose into my business, right? Like, I think one of the most embarrassing things, and it happens to me all the time, so even though I track it, is to go and share your business with someone that like maybe they even joined, or maybe they didn't, but you already talked to them and maybe you forgot to write down that they said that they'd want to be a part of it in 3 weeks. Who knows? So I always like to shift things into 3 sections. Section number 1 are the people on my list that I have, you know, friend requested. I get to know them. And then the people that I start to share my business with, I transfer them to the next list. So I have it like highlighted there to the next list, and I write down that I've shared with them my business and what they thought about it. Maybe it was in the right time, maybe they just didn't get back to me, but I have it there. And so I have 2 lists every single month. That's why I'll never run out of people to talk to, because I have a constant flow of people that I'm getting to know. And then if I've transitioned like 300 people over to the next section where I have you know, written down that those 300 people I've shared my product or my business with, and then I have that next section when I sponsor them or enroll them as a customer or as a promoter, I put them on that next section. So there's 3 sections, 1, 2, 3. The people I'm getting to know, the people that I've shared my product or business opportunity with at least once, and then the 3rd section is the people that have joined my team or my business. And so I just like to get organized. I like to keep track of things. You know, I set a goal. I won't get so much into all the details of it, but I had set a goal because I had just joined long story short, but I had set a goal to have a comma in my check every single week in July. Well, no, was it? No, it was, I had set a goal to hit a comma in my check every single week by July, right? By July. Now, I hit it in March. So April, May, June, July. So I hit it 4 months early. So what that means is that now I have to go back to my like yearly calendar and I have to reset it. So now my next goal is to hit the top of my pay plan by July, and it's to move into a new home by September, and it's to take my family to Christmas Disneyland by December. Like, those are the top 3 things that are in my calendar. Like, that's all I want right now. Like, that's really all I care about. Like, everything else, like, then what'll happen is then I'll have to plan for what I want to achieve in 2018. You don't want to write down like a million things, but write down a few things, put them on your calendar, make those 3 things your affirmation, make those affirmations your visualizations, and then like start to understand like, okay, what's it going to take for me to hit that daily consistently on your calendar? And you know, you can't really ever achieve anything without people. So serve people, like care about people, reach out to people, have fun with them, and just build great relationships. So I wanted to make this kind of short, but I appreciate everyone hopping on. And if you found value in this, just say or share it if you want to. What's up, Carmen? Thanks for plugging in. And y'all, this is the passion planner I was telling you about. And for the ladies, I think there's a pink one, and I think there's like a turquoise one or something. There's some nice colors there, but I just like the black, you know, and I started using these passion planners towards the end of last year. I really liked it, and so there's nothing magical about it. There's nothing magical about anyone other than, like, you know, the people that, and you know what the cool thing is that there's no such thing as like getting successful quick. I think one of the coolest things when you're looking at a calendar is that it almost turns into your journal. So you can see the moments throughout your years where you really did the right things, the right habits, and you can also pinpoint back and say, man, that's where I messed up. Like, that's where I messed up, and I won't do it again now. I'm going to plan again. I'm going to plan better, and I'm going to reset myself, you know, this next week or this next month or this next year. And as you do that continually, like, every single year just gets better, right? So, like, even if you're not at the top of the pay plan this year, just get better and get better, right? You know, just become the best you. Like, don't pretend to be anybody else. Like, pretending to be other people, someone that's not you, is always going to lead to, like, this fake vibe. But, like, no one needs to teach you how to become you. And people want to join this business because of you. People want to join your company, your products, because of you. And so as you utilize a calendar to become the best you that you can possibly be, you're going to start to attract the right people into your business. And anyways, you all, happy Friday. I hope you got some value out of this. And we'll see you on the next one. And share this if you found value in it. Thanks, you all.